Benchwarmers podcast back for another week. A lot on. It's myself, Scott. It's Mike Wilson.
Who?
And Eric Bradley. That's who's here tonight.
Wow. That's great. Wow. And no Edmund.
No Edmund Wisby or Timothy Colino is here. They're out on still so he's got a money and adds I don't know if he got a deer.
Right?
Yeah, and but I'm not sure if Ed did. So maybe well he's probably not in a tree right now, it's dark out, but because he's talking he can't get down.
Right. Probably happened.
On a branch he's hanging there right now. He looks
shit his pants is frozen in the tree.
Let's start how we start every week. Let's go out. How we started the week. I'll say it again. I'll keep. But Eric's, I think we're starting with.
Yeah, key lime.
Crumble cookie. Our show is sponsored by Crumble Cookie. We got a mini pie, pumpkin, French silk, pecan, and his birthday. He brought him. His birthday.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's very, very appropriate. It's on Thanksgiving. It's your turkey. How's your week, Eric?
My week was pretty good. You know, it's the third week in a row. It's just the three of us here. So, which is great. By far the three most handsome guys on the podcast. Although I think I'm this too. But yeah, I'm excited to be here. It was a good week.
Hey.
Yes.
Keep trying. You'll be good one.
Okay. I'm working on it. Good week for me. Good weekend. I actually didn't decorate, but I actually got some of the Christmas decorations out. So, you know, I didn't want to decorate before Thanksgiving because that's a sin. What else did I do this? Logan had a couple good basketball games yesterday. Thoroughly enjoyed watching noon football. And it was a lot of fun last night. So that's about it. Here we are.
What did I do?
Birthday.
Not a whole lot this weekend. Man, I'm drawing a blank. What did I do? No,
Dork County.
I went to Dork County.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
regular chili?
Just
a red normal.
Chili,
what kind of meat?
I used turkey because Shauna likes turkey,
but
nice. I used sausage turkey and it was all turkey and jazzed it up pretty good. I think it's going to be pretty good.
Habaneros?
No, she doesn't like spice, and there's other people eating it, so I kind of try to stay in the middle of the road with it. Trust me, I'd like to use some hot sausage in it. And
no jalapenos?
There is a jalapeno.
Yeah, you got
it. And there's Anaheim pepper in it.
Yeah.
The red pepper and celery and stuff like that.
Nice.
So that, and what else did I do? Saw the grandkids. I went with them. They see their pizza. That's what they call me, pizza.
What?
Because they can't say Jeepa.
I'll say call you pizza.
That's a good name for you.
Yeah. I'll go with it. Yeah, that's fine. So, and heading up to Door County for the Thanksgiving weekend. So.
You mean your birthday weekend?
Yes. Yeah, you are correct. Get it right.
Yeah.
So.
The heck with the pilgrims.
So we guys, you think
you were there, weren't you?
He knows my hat.
So do you guys just do Thanksgiving at the restaurant then?
What they do is on Wednesday we do Thanksgiving at the restaurant. Thursday we go bounce around to other people's houses, and we're gonna have chili the one night.
Just random people.
People that we know. Yeah, hey.
Dork County.
Can I get a beer?
Here.
Oh, there is a parade. It's probably the shorter 10 minutes, 10-15 minutes.
Those are the best parades.
And they go down, come back, and come around here by the island, whatever it is. And then before the parade.
Well, Sean, as you said.
Soft parade. I think it was a door song, wasn't
Yeah.
Oh, that's not Bell's.
No.
Shorts.
Yes,
Nice.
very good.
Yeah.
It's good.
How you like
Schwartz Brewery?
Shorts.
May the
May
Schwartz
the
be with
Schwartz be with you. No, shorts as in
like shorts I'm wearing, like shorts.
as in you're wearing
Yeah.
shorts. I was gonna do something else, but that's fine.
Is that better?
Will as Oilers jersey. Short.
Beat
Team versus the Macy's
Masons.
team.
That's right, you guys beat.
Yeah.
At least they crap out of them
Mm-hmm.
this last week, right?
Only won 2.
Yeah.
We went to extra. And then the other one, then we won 1.
How many runs are they giving you?
Because we thought it was 2 when we got there, and the guy's like, "Oh, we thought it was wrong." So Carl sent a message to Carl, and he said it was right. I'm like, "Oh, that's cool. You want to see the email?" No, that's fine. But in my head, I'm like, it would be nice if any able to have sent to me also to say that the change was made. Just let us know. But it's right. It was 6.75 to 4.07, and it's 90%. And it came out to 1.3 or something like so. That makes sense. But over, like if it's 1.6, is it 2 then? Or is it all?
I thought
I'm just asking. I mean, it was 1.3, so it didn't matter. I'm just because we would have won if it would have stayed 2. We would have won the second game.
yeah.
Oh,
That was
this week, Thanksgiving needs. Um, touched up the decorations in the yard.
They look. Pay you some royalties.
Fine. You can use them.
Oh. Gotcha.
So, went to the I went to weather games. The next one I go to, the weather may be a little different. We don't know. It'll be December, so Lily will be with me for a second, whether it's Sunday. But if I one of 5 games that the weather's kind of, we'll talk football. And it was fun. We had a good. So tonight, NFL. No, week 13 was weeks, and then we're going to week 13. College football. Talk about college football this week. It's getting down nitty gritty, as they say, right? And NBA. We'll see how it goes. Also, look down our favorite Thanksgiving food, which we do every year. We've got some birthdays. And bring up. So let's start with the
What?
Who did they play this week? Colt. Great about them. Dan Campbell is always in the locker room. He asked how many people in the room had been involved in a 9-game win streak in the year before. How many hands do you think were raised?
none.
0.
You are correct. And then the Lions are doing very well, which is very true. In Campbell's first season at Detroit, the team went 3-13 and did not win on the road. They rode under Campbell until week 10 of 2022. And the franchise hadn't won on the road since December 2021. They started 0-11-1. Now on the road under Campbell, they have now won 16 of their last 21 road games.
Well,
They're good.
the French silk pie.
It's very good.
My good is NFL running backs in new homes this year. If anybody watched football, was watching freaking, I don't know. What can you compare it to?
It's one word: vintage. It was like his rookie season before his knee injury, the year before. That was Tom Barkley. He's back to 1,000%, and he is
a freak.
Last week I talked to Henry. Is great, but Barkley might be the. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We may have that discussion later. He's my new MVP, and maybe it goes back and forth with Henry, but I've been saying for years that these running backs should get more. They should be more in the discussion for MVPs, and especially for the situation he went into this year. Eagles obviously were in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Started out good last year. Sucked down the stretch, and they needed something like this. He comes in, and they're a whole nother team. They're a whole different team. I think that he's affected them in so many ways. Outstanding over the rush Henry's. And then they're top 3 rushers in the NFL. Josh Jacobs is in a new home, and he's playing pretty well. Joe Mixon, my friend, on my list. And how about J.K. Dobbins? And he's playing well this year as well. So, yeah, running backs in new homes. That's my...
For listeners, what I've been saying all year, just the ball. And Jordan loved the ball more than 25 times a game. He threw it.
Yeah.
The Niners were down people. They did move. That's what I heard. I didn't watch it. A couple turnovers in the red.
Yeah, it was kind of a mess.
Yeah. But offense looked very good.
The 49er rusher in 50 games. So, yeah, he was impressive. Very impressive. So. So yeah, that's my good.
Get right to the point.
Get right to the point.
I'm gonna talk about right now. Thomas Brown. He's in Chicago. He may be playing himself a job as a head coach. I believe this, and I believe he's the coach of the Bears. Continues to show him and Caleb Williams continue to work, and we don't see stuff beyond closed doors. But if the players are attracted to him and they like him, everyone has to sign for a few years, except for Keenan Allen. If they start the guy, he has the McVay guy. He's showing in 2 games how he can play. High level now, I think he's playing his best ball as a pro these last 2 games. And I think Thomas Brown is my good. I don't know, agree or disagree, but I think Thomas Brown's really the situation he's put into. And the offensive line looks really good now for some reason. Is there better scheming now? Is there better protection? Is there better ideas in protection? He was the running back or quarterback coach, maybe. No, he wasn't a quarterback, but he was an offensive assistant, maybe offensive assistant.
What's his background?
He's McVay.
Okay.
He was up for the job in Houston. He was the Carolina OC last year.
And the same thing happened to him last year.
Yeah, they were okay. Bryce Young started doing better at times. Bryce Young is still Bryce Young's Bryce Young. He's not Caleb. And I'm just going to say this. I may be biased, but he's not Caleb Williams. Right? I don't know if you guys would take.
I think you're okay.
Choice between Caleb Young and Bryce Young. You'd probably take Caleb Williams, I'm guessing.
Right now, I say that.
So he looks like he's in a situation. He just got put in a bad situation. Then they got fired and.
I think you're talking about Thomas Brown. I think the best opportunity right now, get rid of Eberflus and
that's what I think.
Give him
let him go.
Let him run.
And
true tryout.
How many games you got left?
There's a chance they could lose this week.
Oh yeah.
There's a chance.
Well,
the long bye week after a Thursday night game. That happened. He goes more than 2 touchdowns. He gets fired. Okay. And they don't. Ownership and go to quarterback. For you, oh, he didn't work out. Like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you get what I'm saying?
Oh.
But I hope Thomas Brown, it's like that, and they play well in the rest, whatever.
Ask for a little bit more.
He goes, yeah, I want this.
We'll take another review. That's do you think that? Okay, so you got obviously the young players have to like them, and obviously if the way they played the last 2 weeks, how could they not? Is Rome? Has he been involved? I mean,
yeah, Rome is a
the
good.
The running backs playing.
Oh, Swift has been playing.
No, the younger guy.
Oh, too. Well,
because is he
second year, and I've talked about this for weeks, and you guys I've said it many times. Get him involved. Took over, and guess what?
Yeah,
they got him involved.
He's had 2 good weeks.
He's had 2 good backup running back.
I grabbed him as a cheap keeper for next year, and I does, and he's had two decent.
They're going to start using him more.
So yeah, you get those. There's your trio. There was your /sophomore year, whatever. Because
3 years.
So you obviously having the two-headed running game is way better than.
And it's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Guys, if they have the buy-in of that coach,
and they got DJ Moore for 2 more years, I think, or 3 more years.
Yeah.
I mean, so I just think Thomas Brown. You know what? He's doing a good job. And I feel bad for guys like, oh, look at what we did with Carolina, Bryce, blah, and it was like weekend. It's like, here's what it's like. Okay, he got a lot of tendencies that just he knows how to coach. Because you would have never, if you put him in different jerseys and just watch 3 games and then 2 games, you would have thought they were. Don't get me wrong. They're still making offensive mistakes. There's Caleb anymore. He's not. Now he's reads 1, 2, 3 guys. And there's no one trying to anymore. Brown said, "Look at your reads." Rodgers back the Jets training. Just go. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about it. They'll be yards or first down. You play another play. And
boy, if Rodgers would have done that against the Buccaneers, we would have probably had another Super Bowl.
That's fine. Willie, you're right.
Is the judge that denied the request to rule the San Jose ball player ineligible? Dude.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize, but this lawsuit was filed in November 13th by the ASD co-captain Brooke Slusser and ASU associate head coach, another current and former Mountain player. Think about this, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Hopefully get some things.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's a mess.
Can I hear? Yeah. Thanks.
What'd you say? Hey? Well, I mean, I guess you should have known Ohio State and then the absolute letdown that Indiana was. And 10 now, and they're play Purdue this week, and they're going to be in that playoff system. I just don't think that they just don't look to me like a playoff team. There's probably 3-loss SEC team that would probably. But so my bad is, I guess, the fact playing they have not beaten a quality.
They have the 100 schedule, and they said before this game they won't make up. So they might not. They win the Big Ten, which I don't know they can now.
Can't.
Yeah. So
it's Oregon's in the driver's seat, and yeah. Oregon plays
when you don't beat nobody all year, when you lose they lost to the only good team they played.
Yeah.
And they made a lot of mistakes in that game. They would have won the game. They had problems that game. Although, also Ohio more tight.
They would just run up the
so, Ohio State scored way more.
Oh, yeah.
But they didn't. Ohio State played too.
Western played them better than Indiana did.
Yeah. So I agree with you.
So it's like, it's not a strength, real thing. The Badgers too, that they were just they losing the bat. You could have said, well, shit, the Badgers are better than Indiana. They lost to USC. They lost to game. They lost to Alabama lost just Saturday, but still, like the opponents you lost to them, Indiana, Ohio State, and they didn't show up at all. They weren't even in the game.
Yeah.
Except like kind of like, okay, this is interesting, and then you're going to have that. And who are they going to? How is that? Certain teams are going to have buys, right?
Yeah, it's not the ranking.
SEC, ACC, and
the we use them. Or they're in their championship. They're the same. So whenever that gets a bye, right? Yeah. So 4 teams gonna buy. What? So seed does make it. They probably will be a low seed. They're probably gonna be a good team to start. And I think home. Yeah, I think I understand your. But back years ago, I had to play at the Gopher Stadium. I know it was the Bears ended up playing being like it was like freezing there. It was below 0 for a point game. I don't playoff games. And they said that some of the fields aren't like built to win the field.
Oh.
So I believe and that field, the turf was hard as a rock, I guess.
Yeah, because the Vikings
took out far from that game.
Yeah.
The Bears did.
Yeah.
They ended them that day.
They ended them. That was it.
Corey Wooten.
Yeah.
North.
I remember the field being
frozen. It was like ice rink.
You can remember playing like a Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
When you hit the ground.
Oh yeah. It's on the team.
Yeah.
Go to one of a team. Well, they want to have a home though. I'm just saying. It was just the cold weather areas aren't have.
That's true.
Unless you put them unless they're going to in a stadium maybe the Minnesota Wild, they could play at the Viking Stadium because might get more people to go.
Yeah.
It's a playoff game.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
If they want, it's up to them.
Yeah.
It's their home.
Yeah. But then the Vikings will whatever. Just brought it up because you brought up that and we can talk about college. Is me. I'm going to be. I'll stick with the theme. Matt time yesterday getting the ball, and with 2 minutes left, they run a play, and then they let 125 before they're on the next play. Then they end up in scoring position, and they 40 field goal or 45. They made the field goal, but they settled for a 45 field goal. This is. It was first and 10. They got a first down after 2 minutes. So basically, with a minute, they had a first down. Dun, 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 dun. It's just it's terrible.
You have to coach.
He's still coaching. We don't want the Vikings to get the ball back. Well, number one, you're the head coach of the group. You should care. Stop. That's my thinking. So that's my bad. Once again, I can part of the week.
True.
So
Just like using the Lions every week for a good, right?
yeah.
Well, what is Matt Eberflus' record in one-score games?
I just heard that too.
It's 5-18.
Yeah, it's
Does that
terrible.
sound right?
This is right or third.
I think it's
Yeah, because he had Fields for 2 and Caleb Williams for 1.
games. 5.
Do you still feel like we talked a little bit about it at the basketball tournament? Should the GM and coach go at the on the same time frame?
They were hired together, but they were hired like in a weird. I think it was Tyree Ford.
Yeah.
And they got hired after him.
I think so.
And they had someone come in and help the people pick Eberflus. And I feel posted a terrible job. The line, but once again, we all talk about how to address the line. Well, the line's playing fine now. He hired they decide together they should all go together. If who's hire as coaches, then that's my feeling. I just think I know I get what the idea behind that. I don't think they dislike to get along. I just think that, but sometimes, the Bears aren't normal front office. They don't think that way. I get it. They fired Poles too. I wouldn't. I'd be like, just get right people, but they're probably looking at, well, let's just get a contract. We're not going to pay somebody else, and so, and I have no problem do, but I don't at this point. I don't.
Obviously, I mean,
well,
last couple games,
Caleb Williams, Rome, and Darnell Wright have been productive. God, and I'm sure the Bears will still pick Darnell Wright there. So Darnell Wright. That's a tongue
see what you did there.
I did. So yeah, you're ugly, Tim or Willie.
I don't know. Did you guys
Either way.
Did you watch this Colorado game?
No.
Is that yours? Because Kansas's Dean Miller hit on Shedeur Sanders. I'll have to pull it up. Yes. He threw the ball. This guy just
Knocked me out and hit my knees.
Most these players don't wear padding anymore.
No.
I saw this guy. I forget who. It might have been for college. He had like pants on there cut above his knee.
And there's nothing there.
What's that gonna do? Ain't gonna save your knee anyway.
No, but it's going up on stuff.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Either that or wrap. Yeah, they were exposed. I thought there was a rule for the longest time that they had to have.
I thought the NFL had a rule yet, but I don't know.
Dirty.
I wrote down an ugly, and it's kind of the same ugly I picked. I put together a different ugly, but I didn't bring my glasses, so I could barely read this. But I'm gonna just give it a shot. My ugly is because it was just announced today that Tiger Woods will not be playing in the Hero Challenge because he is just had his sixth back surgery. And so what's ugly is if you pull up Tiger Woods surgeries over his career. I mean, it's like reading like how does he even walk like this? Still his knee, so he had knee issues. Even back was really tumors removed from his knee and his tissue. Obviously, we remember 2007 when he won the U.S. Open. ACL. Then he had the surgery after that year, and one shit out of him. Not and I think he had any surgeries there, but something, or like yeah, I mean, so knee surgeries, ankle surgery in 21. That had to do with his car accident with the screw. That the amount of the back surgeries is it's unbelievable. I mean, the different things, bone pinching his nerves, spinal fusions, for decompression surgeries to relieve nerve impingement. That was his recent one. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. The number of surgeries this guy has had, and he's still considered probably. You could probably, I mean, I think the GOAT. Still, obviously, a lot of this has happened after his prime. It's just ugly, to see him kind of. And when he does go out and play, and he's still obviously still very good, but to see him, he just doesn't look. He's just carrying it. Just
he's walking on eggshells all the time.
Yeah,
plodding along.
and obviously he has the pain meds, where he got a little bit hooked on him, and he had some uncomfortable situations with the cops and stuff like that. But how do you not? Body like this, he's got to be in pain constantly. I mean, so many meds, and it's just got to. I don't know, and
yeah,
every now and then probably just like every year it's like no setback. He's not that old.
He's what is his body, except for the senior tour.
Yeah, he could ride a cart.
Yeah, you can.
So maybe he'll be there. We'll see. 9, I believe.
Yeah, he's a senior at 50, right?
gonna be 50 coming out. No, not
No,
like wow.
You know who's volunteers and refuses to play your tour is Stuart Singh. He's still out there competing. There was a tournament on this week, 52, 53.
Huh.
Just refuses to
Go for it.
but he's still out there with kids, with the youngins.
if he gets cut, because some of those senior tours, do they still all play like 4 days, Thursday, Friday, Sunday? Probably, yeah.
They play well. I mean, best senior.
Yeah. Okay, they probably do 4 days.
And they had a cut. There was a cut.
Yeah,
I believe that one had a cut, but it could be different with some of the other ones. I don't really watch much.
One day.
Oh, I was shocked at how many L's played. VJ Sang. It's like all these guys, Justin, all these guys, were still crushing the ball. Ugly seeing Tiger. My other ugly New York football.
Yeah.
It's like it's like so it was a question whether you're going to start Rodgers or not anymore. That's not taking somebody's ugly. Am I?
No,
yeah.
no.
But and then Daniel Jones cleared waivers, and but he says he wants to play for a contender. Does he have that? Like, do you?
It was a backup.
As a backup, yeah, sure.
Get yourself a ring.
Yeah. So, good. Renaissance. Saquon Barkley.
Right? Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Like
My is unranked team.
Yeah.
Don't be Heisman posing, man. That just screams me. I know it wasn't like did his and he did it, and they were up by a couple touchdowns, and they were in a great spot to do it.
And then who mocked him?
Then
Corey Dillon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dillon with the he mocked at Washington that year in the World Cup.
Was that Ryan Leaf?
No, it was Washington. That
Washington.
Oh, actually, Ryan Leaf beat Charles Woodson's team, didn't he? No, Charles Woodson beat Ryan Leaf's team.
Yes.
That was a split national champion year.
Woodson won though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot. Brian Green. They split the championship that year, right? With Nebraska, maybe?
Yeah, that's back when he still
Tommy
90,
Frazier?
1997.
Tommy Frazier time, maybe? Nebraska?
It was a split.
And the reason why I always remember this, but coaches voted on this stuff, and Phil Fulmer
Phil Formal didn't
didn't vote for Michigan.
Yeah.
And it was in Tennessee that
He was at Tennessee.
No, but
they weren't.
They weren't.
Wrong. That no, it was a split that year. I know that, but okay. Let's talk. What you guys want to do next? Thanksgiving. Yeah. Actually, our top. Let's do Thanksgiving. Five because we get this plenty of right.
You want to do a snake draft?
Yeah, snake draft.
Yeah, sure.
So we'll
Is it
whatever. So it could be something you draft. Yep. So what's your number one pick for you?
Gotta have. Yeah.
in the show?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like oven baked. One thing I thought about though on the way over here is that I've did things, and I like the cool stuff that, and you're going to talk about it more now. But I've lived under like the years of just the traditional mashed potatoes, green bean casserole. That's it. You know, cornbread, and corn and bread. You know, just butter. Like that's just the simple of Thanksgivings. So anyway, I don't know where I'm going with that. But eventually, I think I'm for Thanksgiving. Yeah, for me, turkey. So
Stuffing.
All right.
I do a basic one. This year I'm gonna throw in Italian sausage stuff and some celery and onion. Actually, can't see. But I like the coarse cut stuff in there because it's
I'm sorry. Back to what I was saying. I don't like stuffing because I've only ever had stovetop.
Okay. Oh, really?
You know, some stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not the host. I'm not
Thanksgiving dinner any day.
Yeah. Do it tonight.
Let's go. But yeah, there's like some people like meat in the stuffing, some people don't.
Yeah.
They put apples in it.
Yeah.
No,
I don't do none of that. It's no fruit.
the Italian sausage. That's
I'm doing mild, just to be safe.
Other people have
satisfy the masses. Yeah.
But I'm not. I say the other one I just do, and I can't.
tell.
You can taste it, but you can't.
Oh.
Right.
So, with good casserole, I make. While I'm just going back to the old school, going back to the. Every year I try something different, like all that in it. So sure, if you
That's
right.
That's the one I do. That job a recipe. It's called Grandma's green casserole. It's buttery Ritz crackers, buttery cream, and it's pretty standard. But it's not the French.
Those are great though.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's.
But the butter. Cracker.
Again, it's just boring for me. Maybe I'll out of anything over the weekend. Traditionally, we always go to, and typically some really good pizza. To get into, especially we're downtown. And you're Pequod. I want to go. Where did we go last?
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut.
Pizza Ranch.
A little bit. But just pizza. Chicago, like a Lou's. Yeah, we've gone to Lou's, but the place that I recommend it's not called Carmel. I don't know, I'll think. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, sure.
Something I started making a couple years ago that I was asking I'm going to make it.
Yeah, nice.
You make it with like a cornbread mix and cream, sour cream, and cheese, and it puffs up your egg.
Mm-hmm.
Moist.
Mm-hmm.
Are you making it this weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, making that.
So
too. I started doing so. You know, the road. I don't do it that way. What I do is I put two of them like
oh,
you put three in there. Put it in there, and as soon as it gets out of the oven, you take out like a stick of butter. You rip the bun. So
Dirty.
You could do that too. Good.
you know, you buy,
Oh yeah.
do that on top of that. That's a great idea. What kind of buns Johnny bought?
Road.
I've been doing muffins.
So yeah, thaw, they pop. Two. Or it's a bigger one, you put three.
Yeah.
Depends how big you.
I'll show you later.
Hey.
Pie.
Oh,
like the guys, like the soccer team.
Hold on, I gotta find it.
No. So I'm gonna go warm apple pie.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Just your crumble. On my pie.
Okay, sorry.
Do you
see you? He's a. To get off on a tangent, but I like bacon. That arrogant little prick. He still is, but in a good way. Like he's backstory. But he knows Tommy DeVito.
He does. I saw an interview after he met him in Vegas. He met in Vegas. He said, homage to him or something.
Yeah, so each other. They probably love messing with each other, you know. So I don't think did anybody get offended. I'm sure.
Somebody doesn't matter.
That was hilarious. So what did I say?
Corn, like you make it in like a skip the corn in there. How do I put it? I can't remember now. I don't know. But it's different. So and cheese, maybe some cream cheese in there, maybe butter. And just bake it. You cook it in a split, and then you fill the flour like a roux.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And you thicken it, so it gets thicker. It becomes almost like a homemade cream, like cream corn.
Scott, you had me cream cheese.
It's just a good pecan pie.
Oh, now you're talking. I need to make a pecan. So you make it?
I haven't made one in a couple years. Now we're doing an apple crumble pie.
No, easy.
So it's the easiest pie in the world.
Easiest.
Okay.
Yeah. Just a bunch of brown syrup thing that dumps on it, and you bake it.
Okay. It's very easy.
Mm-hmm.
Sugar and you go all the pecans in there, and
just dump it in the pie crust and get out.
Yeah. Oh yeah, just a good French vanilla
Do
with
it,
apple.
but apple, all our pies. But for some reason, pumpkin pie, I'll do ice cream, but I can't whipped cream.
I'm not
Or
a
ready
big
whipped pumpkin pie guy.
That we have a pumpkin pie.
We
tonight?
do. We do.
A little bit, but, so are we done?
Oh, yeah, we'll go back one more round.
Well, you got a good beverage, right? Either we typically county stout, which maybe we'll have some of that later, or just a good old real old
What a
fashioned.
pumpkin old.
Do a pumpkin one, but I'm not a huge fan of that pumpkin flavoring. I don't know.
Oh, you're not okay.
Just your traditional old fashioned.
Like old fashioned or boozy?
Boozy. Although, hey, you guys, I know you guys kept criticizing the Manhattan. I've been a little Manhattans recently.
It's more like a Staten Island.
The Bronx.
I call this one the Bronx.
Anyway, so that's my last one is just a cocktail. Cocktail.
I don't think I've done the sweets at all. What I do, but you know what? Made these Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
Cooked them, smashed Parmesan, cooked them.
They're good.
Oh, they're like crisp. In there. Oh,
Okay.
so you kind of you don't boil them. Okay. But yeah,
Carl's starting to rub off on you a
starting
little
to
bit.
smash them a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like the way you're speaking tonight.
There's a mix of Thanksgiving dinner.
You should. It's Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
That's when we're giving.
All this stuff we talk about.
Bring it. You're gonna try it.
So, do you ever smoke a turkey? Have you?
Turkey anymore.
He likes to spatchcock. The backbone on it, you press them flat, and they cook more evenly that way.
Sounds like you cock something.
How about the fryer? Has anyone done
Garage on fire.
That's how you have it.
It's juicy and seasoned correctly. But seasoned good. Brine it.
You mean you like it moist?
I brine it. Yeah, wet.
Okay.
Kind of.
This is. It's a gallon of vegetable broth. Just your normal thyme. What's that? Thyme, third one. Rosemary and sage seasonings in there, and boil it in ice water and your turkey in or turkey bucket, and so let's sit in the garage overnight.
There we go. Yeah, I think I need to take over Thanksgiving. Hopefully, my mother. She
is. She's calling you kinds of.
Wants it probably. I'll let her do it this year, because it is nice just to walk over there
And watch football.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch football. I mean, I like that.
Yeah. Jenny makes it great.
From scratch?
Yeah, she'll
Where
make
does she
it.
get the scratch?
Pan drippings.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then sometimes she'll buy
Out of the garbage. Just
sometimes buy one thing of gravy just in case of thickening it up to add to it. But she does, yeah, pretty good. Comes out pretty good.
Gallons of it. Because Jace likes to drink it.
Nah, Jason, a potato gravy guy.
Is that?
I don't even make it him. I gotta figure out because he don't eat
What does
turkey.
Jace? Yeah, what does he eat at Thanksgiving?
I just make him some chicken broth.
Okay.
But he don't eat chicken.
Chicken-
I'm making a
chicken
ham
broth.
this year for the first time ever.
Oh, so ham's more of a traditional Christmas.
I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm not a ham guy when it's warm, but I'm a ham guy like next day on some rye bread with
Easy.
some mustard.
Ham's easy.
Yeah, ham. And the one I bought came with the mix put on top or whatever.
Not a ham guy at all.
If
you don't like ham sandwiches or anything like that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Go down to honey baked ham and get one.
Those are so good.
So you don't like ham?
No, I'm not a ham guy.
Wow.
Too slimy.
You don't eat pork, like bean pork.
He doesn't eat onions.
Onions.
All this great food though, like a lot of times your onions in some of this.
Well, I do onion powder. And the only thing I'll do is what Scott does. So I don't mind the.
I understand. Sometimes they get slimy taste. Just in the last few years, I eat raw onion now a little more. Like on salads, I'll do red onion.
Yeah, right.
But I'm not on burgers and stuff. If it comes on it, yeah. But I'm always gonna say no. I'll say no onion.
Always. It's just again, you're making burritos, you're making tacos.
You draw a face on it.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. White Onion.
It's like Wilson from. Not this Wilson.
But his name is Vidalia.
Vidalia.
Whatever, close enough.
Vidalia.
What? There's no white onion names. You gotta come with something.
Easy.
Go Whitey. What's up, Whitey? Hey, Honky.
Casper.
Honky.
Honky lips. I
Oh.
think we got it covered.
So anything else that I make or will make? Like I said, the day after I try to make the turkey crab cake thing I make.
I did that one year when you were telling me about that.
Make one, put a little gravy on top. Because
One
year I made two of them, like couldn't even eat them both because it was like, holy cow. So make one, nice one, make it up. And then I saw some, you put all the leftovers into a muffin tin.
Do that?
And you bake it.
Yeah, I think we talked about that.
Take the stuffing and you put it into one of those waffle makers.
Oh, yeah. I did that last year. I made stuffing in a waffle maker. And the stuffing was awesome.
It's amazing what you could throw in a waffle maker.
Oh, yeah.
I thrown some stuff in it.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
That was a long night emergency room.
How'd you get these checkerboard marks?
Don't call me Waffle Wiener for nothing. Oh, good old Wiener. Remember him?
Was that Uncle or Schwartz? That was on the other Molly Warts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Uncle Buck.
Yeah.
That was on the other. Yeah. I came onto that part there where he's talking to the
Harry Mole. Or Molly Wart. Molly Wart.
Yeah.
Take a quarter, get a ratchet nugget.
What was the kid's name that the boyfriend's name?
Oh, what was his name? I don't remember.
Yeah. He's got a hatchet in the trunk. Hatchet in the fire.
Yeah. Oh, I can see him. He had the beret. The guy with the beret, right?
Yeah.
The kid with the beret.
Yeah.
Spider? No, not Spider.
He's got, keep going, something like that. Squid or something.
Or tick.
Yeah.
Like, how about a ritual killing? What is his
I
name?
don't know.
Bug. Yeah. Bug. We were getting.
Bug.
So let's games real quick, and then we'll do our top 5. Then we'll do birthdays to make our picks.
We'll get a beer of the week in there.
Get a beer, a sandwich if you guys want one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Got a great for you guys.
It's ready to go. Just grab
Yeah, it should be warm enough now. Yeah. Yep. So, let's try to find my finger here.
Story of your life. Hey, there's a football game on.
Yeah, good one too. Then looking at a 3-point game, maybe offsides on a defense or legal shift maybe. I didn't
see anything.
It's got to be a little shift or offsides. That's
so.
They're gonna stop. A little crazy. Well, I want to see the replay. That's why that's the. That's game. We're talking about always be the Commanders on a block, and then the 34th I kicked that they return. 7-2. And the Cowboys field goal when 30-27. Lions, Colts 24-6, as we talked earlier. They keep rolling to the Baker Buccaneers, right?
Yes.
Wow. Patriots 5-4-15. They've won 3 in a row. Not 3. They've won 6 now. Right. Really well. Here's over really fun. Also, 32-20. I think the AFC.
Who are the Texans?
They aren't good at all, and that's why the NFC North, besides the Bears, is benefiting from it because that's the schedule. You beat them. You beat who you play. That's not our North's problem, but they got a nice little schedule because the Texans aren't very good.
You know who belongs in that division? The Indiana Hoosiers.
Ooh,
put them in there.
Wow. Cardinals, after having a couple good weeks off a bye, they lose the Seahawks 16-6. Game was as boring as it looked because I heard it on the radio on the way back, and it was not going on.
Remind me, I have something on. No, yeah, that's
Seahawks.
Yeah.
Broncos beat the Reds 29-19, and both 273 and 2 touchdowns. He may be your new rookie of the year, maybe. You never know.
He's baller.
He's playing well. Oh, Sean Payton.
Good coach. Yeah.
Packers 30 without Brock Purdy, but like they should have. Touchdowns. Eagles win 37-20 behind Saquon Barkley, which was Eric's good. 255 and 2 touchdowns, 2 70-yard runs. 4 other players in NFL history have ever done that. 2 70-yard runs in a game. I don't think. I got a trivia question later. So we couple upsets this week, 24-19 in the and that's it for that. So let's talk about our top 5. We may have a couple surprises here. I'm not sure, but let's start with our 5. Start up.
Top 5.
Whenever you're ready.
Lions, Vikings.
All right. I switched mine up a little bit this week, and I have kind of an interesting one in there. But with the Lions at 1, I moved the Bill, and my 4. This is kind of a cheat, but it's either the Chargers or the Ravens. Chiefs down to 5. I just think they're blocking. So that's where I'm at. Where you got them, Scott?
I've got. I start the. Yeah, I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna go Baltimore Chargers at that spot, and then I'm gonna go with. I lost my train of thought. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Chargers or Baltimore, 4 and 5. Okay, go with the. On my top.
Fine. For
Yep.
the to quickly performances. Why don't we put it?
One of them.
Yeah. Why don't we look at the play? Quick. It was best. No. What is this is of all time. Last night.
Corey Dillon, number 1.
yards. He he averaged 12.6 yards per attempt. Some of the of Barkley's.
Did you say
As well.
Yeah, so Jamal Lewis is number 2. He had 295 yards against the Browns. 2 touchdowns, including an 82-yarder.
what about Barry?
I don't think Barry's in here, believe it or not.
No,
I think he's the greatest running back that's ever played, but I don't think he's. There's a guy that Scott, I think, knows well.
Walter Payton.
Walter Payton is in here at number 5. 275 yards, 1977, 275 yards, rushed 40 times.
Is that the Vikings?
Against the Vikings.
Yeah.
Let's see.
How?
So we didn't get number 1 yet.
I guess I go start.
Number 1.
In the 90s or
It was actually fairly.
I think because Jamal held that for a while. How about?
He didn't. Well, Sean Allen number 1.
Okay.
Number 6. Father.
Vikings running back with the belt.
Oh, Adrian Peterson. Yes.
295 yards
Against the Bears.
against the San Diego
Oh, not the Bears. Okay.
296 and 3 touchdowns. So I'm just so the other names in here. This stupid website keeps popping out here. So there's a lot of pop-ups. Jamal Lewis we mentioned. Jerome Harrison.
Oh.
Of the Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
286. Dylan we mentioned. Walter. OJ. Against the Detroit Lions in 1976. Sean Alexander had 266. Jamal had 259.
Jamal Charles.
And then Saquon Barkley last night.
Yeah.
Did you guys do Benchwarmer of the week?
No, but you can.
Right? You mentioned the Seahawks Cardinals game.
Oh yeah.
Not a lot going on in that game, but there was one huge play. By Kobe. The big play of the game that decided the game, Kobe Bryant with a 69-yard
I heard
interception touchdown. And with a C is my Benchwarmer of the week.
I got one.
Yeah.
I've seen my share of great and punt returns, but Turpin from the Cowboys, his kick return yesterday. Have you seen? Look it up.
What is he just all over the place?
The ball gets to the goal line. He turns around. He stops dead at the 10-yard line, basketball spin move, and takes off, and nobody touches him. Like nobody touches him.
I'll have to watch it later.
You look it up. Turn return. It was return ever, and they thought, oh, he's done. No. 90 yards later, he's in the end zone, and he outran everybody.
The only way was the spin move as good as
it was reminiscent of it. That's why I thought of it. I was gonna call you Turpin.
For some reason, I thought he was that way, and then he was over there, so I did a little spin move.
I was chasing him when he came down. What's going on?
Yeah.
Right towards ACL.
Tigers on the table.
They're going to get 2 for 1.
Oh, he's having a hip replacement?
Yeah. What's your overreactions?
Overreaction.
We start the overreactions. I'll go get the
Bruce.
Just
yeah, I'll yell.
can miss the playoffs.
No.
I don't know who they played on the stretch. I think they got the Eagles left. But I bet they have the Giants maybe one more time, which should be a win. I'm going to say that as the last seed. I know they're good enough defensively to make it in. He gets healthy, that helps him a lot. On the ball very well.
So Commanders have a team has a spot team. And the Falcons.
That's 10. So where we at? And then
How many wild card teams? Yeah, you can't get that way. I still think I think the Commanders are. Yeah.
their start over. I think the start was over their head a little bit. I think I wouldn't put it against them. I wouldn't. I'm gonna say came back.
Yeah,
He's back. But Kirk so
They missed this season.
So that's action.
It's a win.
that's over. Two touchdowns on 2 games.
I think one of those was a pretty nice.
Oh, look at ladder.
Week 8.
So it won't matter. Well, it could decide it, I guess, for thinking the other way. The Eagles could be waiting for a loss there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no because I bet the Eagles. Lions at the Bears twice here, so
Right.
at Detroit again, and they trapped again like last year.
They got
to play the Vikings one more time because they already beat them.
Right.
Could
Yeah.
be. I think.
And
I think it could be
Detroit.
it could be the scenario that the Lions need to win to wrap up the number 1 seed.
Because of
Just because everybody else.
because of Philly.
Nope, they're not resting any players. Goff has to play.
I'm gonna say overreaction. I think it's wrapped up by then.
I think you're right. I hope so. The thing I'm worried about the Lions right now, peaking too soon.
We all peaked too soon.
I mean,
Look at us now.
Look at us. Who would have thought?
Who'd have thought we'd be sitting here doing a podcast?
Very ups.
What's your other next one?
The Packers should hit free agency more often.
Absolutely, they should.
Not a bad
It's
idea.
not an overreaction
No,
for
it's
sure.
reality.
You know, Jacobs 190 intercepted his 7th pass this season.
Should McKinney be in the discussion for Defensive Player of the Year? At least in the discussion. I know his position doesn't.
It's tough to win it there. You gotta be a linebacker, defense end usually.
Yeah.
If your name's not Watt, or I think, to be honest, right now, Garrett's gonna win it. You got
You
exposure.
didn't want a lot.
Yeah, well, no. You know what I mean? Garrett's going to be, I'm going to say overreaction, but in a great year. Let's put it that way. McKinney's having a good year. So I'm going to say overreaction.
Okay.
But he's still, if you wanted to win in like be, oh my God, it's terrible.
In the this week, actually, Bryce Young has turned the corner.
I don't know if I have really any. I don't know. I think the Jets still up.
Still demons to exercise, I think.
How much rope do you give the guy before he hangs himself?
Yeah. I don't know. But I mean, he's calm. Set of drives yesterday to end the game. He did well.
Right there, the Chiefs are good.
What was that? Home.
Yeah. You always get me when I'm not ready.
And for once, I have the beer poured and everything ready to go.
Oh, give him a first down.
I can't find it. Show's over.
Should we talk about something in the meantime while he's looking, Willie?
Hell, I can't find
the celebrity match in golf.
I watched a little
I
bit
forgot about it. God bless it.
I taped it.
Was it good?
Oh, okay. Well, he taped it. I don't want to give it away.
No, you go ahead.
My take on it, I watched the first round was kind of fun. Charles, so you had two comedians. You have Bill Murray and you have Nate Bargatze, right?
Mm-hmm.
The thing though, where Charles and Blake Griffin is hilarious. He did awesome impressions of Charles, but Charles went out and it was warm there, but nobody else was like showing any sweat. Barkley's shirt was drenched, and so of course they were just making fun of him, and so they could hear them like they're so that Blake and Bargatze lost in the first round, so then they went and Charles out on the course, and Barkley had to change his shirt by the, and then Blake had it in the studio on these clips or whatever, and he's like, look at this thing. It's just so out there sweating. But I mean, Charles is smoking a cigar and just, I mean, it was hilarious.
Where was it?
It was at, was it Vegas?
Oh, okay. I'm guessing somewhere down south would have to be, obviously.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the course. I don't know. It was kind of fun to give away who won if you're going to watch it, but it was kind of a cool format because they played ball, and then if you lost, you're eliminated, you're out, you're done. Then the next team had other. So like Wahlberg and Phelps were a team. They beat Bargatze and Blake. So then the next round they had to play against each other. He was okay. I mean, nobody. The first nobody really played good. Ken Griffey was the lowest. He played with Charles, and they lost right away. I mean, they weren't that impressive, but because his brother-in-law or his son-in-law has taught him a few things.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say who won, but Bill Murray actually played really well, and Bill Murray was just kind of calm.
Really,
which he's usually the jokester. He was dressed, which is weird.
Did he have a kilt on?
Charles was the big clown. Charles was the clown of the whole event. I mean, it was just hilarious, and it was the from the TNT show. The guy from Milwaukee, the Main Streets of Milwaukee.
Oh, Ernie Johnson?
Ernie did that. He was kind of the main host, and so he was, of course, just loving it with Charles. It was
I'm sure, yeah.
really funny. Anyway, Nate Bargatze, and he's funny, but he really wasn't funny on this at all.
I don't know.
It didn't really make me laugh at all.
He's pretty funny normally.
Yeah, I watched his stand up, and he's pretty good.
I'd like to see Ian Bagan.
There you go. Is he a golfer?
I don't know, but he's a hockey player.
He's
good.
Yeah. Beer. So this month has been Stout Month, so I've given you guys a little education. We've had some porters, we've had some stouts, we've had some barrel aged stouts. So what I brought tonight, I think it's the goat.
I would have to say you're
Yeah,
right.
I think it's the goat as far as your barrel aged stout. It's the first. So it's a Goose Island, Bourbon County. They're the first people to ever do this. There's a famous story about whoever the master was, went to a cigar and bourbon show and he met Booker T, and he ended up like we should try this. So he got all the barrels from Jim Beam, and they just started testing it because the stout that they made was so like rich and thick, and it didn't taste that good. So then they experimented with this, and then all of a sudden they started winning all these awards. So um, it peaked about 5 or 6 years ago, where people had to wait in line for this beer, and now the production is so high that you could just find it year round. So
They have it like
yeah.
it's released.
Well, Benny still has it from like last year, so
Right.
they ramped up their production of it. It is a barrel aged stout in every sense of the word. We talked about aging, like aging in barrels and stuff like that, and this one's aged. Their base one is aged for like six to 9 months, I think. And they do all kinds of special releases where they put it in, they'll put it in the Evan Williams, put it in Pappy Van, and then they charge more for it. But this one's traditional. So another element of aging, which I used to do this, and now I'm like whatever. This one's a 2022, so now there's an element of aging. Also, if it's too strong and too bourbony, in 5-6 years it'll age fine, and some of that bourbon or the heavy sweetness, it'll mellow out. So the one I had one that was an 11-year-old. It still tasted fine, but a lot of everything gone. Like all that booziness was gone. It was still just a good rich stout after 11 years. This one's just a couple of years old, so Bourbon County releases on Black Friday, so you don't have to stand in line. Go to Benny's, wherever you like to go, and you should be able to find it, no problem.
Right. I'll be at the Pig in Sister Benny.
Yeah, there you go. Festival foods even now, so.
Benny.
That's good. 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah,
They're very good.
so I mean, always.
Oh, yeah.
My brother-in-law and I are. And I have 2 older bottles I'm bringing to actually at Kentucky.
Oh, when you get down
Yeah, it's a week and a half. So I'm bringing those with. So we drink some Bourbon County in Bourbon County, which will be fun.
Nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No.
Scott float, I don't
No,
think.
absolutely
You
not.
like the float concept.
No. Denver.
I really like. I just find ways to win.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go Denver.
I'm gonna go. It's Sunday night football.
I'm gonna say Purdy today. I don't know what the situation is with Bosa, but I still think they don't have that. They're not. They're kind of flat this year. So I'm taking the Bills. Bills are awesome.
In Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take San Fran.
They could. I mean, it's not out of the question.
If
What's the spread?
If Purdy, I don't see the spread on here.
Okay.
If Purdy plays, I think they'll be okay. Maybe.
I mean, all the playmakers are still there, really.
Yeah.
Possible
Super Bowl preview next. Philly at Baltimore.
I had to check on the Ravens. They're doing okay.
It will be a good one. I'm going to take Philly because Baltimore's defense has been struggling lately.
Where's the
Philly? I'm taking Philly.
It looks like these guys are stressing.
Yeah.
I'll take Baltimore.
That's, you know,
I'll
the
take
guy
Baltimore.
does something stupid, you know. Yeah,
I'll take the Ravens.
he's your guy.
Carolina. I'm gonna take Baker Mayfield. 10 years.
So this is 1-5, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I like Tampa here.
Buck.
Oh,
Yeah, he was looks
Well,
nice. I mean,
I like New Orleans.
because they got that coach. Was it Coach Riz?
Yeah. New guy.
Yeah.
Tennessee, Washington, coming off the big upset. Tennessee.
Both these teams. I mean,
not
Washington needs a win.
Yeah. I'm gonna take Commanders.
Commanders for me.
Seattle versus the Jets. I'm gonna take the Jets coming off a bye.
Take the Chickens.
Okay. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. I think the Bengals win this game, and the
Bengals are
Steelers on a
due.
2-game losing streak.
Yeah.
Games in a row. They scored 30 both games.
The Bengals are going to win 30.
I think you're right. Either that or they'll lose.
I think Ross is going to
handicap me.
Yeah, because Griffey
Was that
well, to start the first round was best ball, yeah, and then he went singles, but you had to win the team. Yeah, I don't. Neither one of them were very good. I think they made a lot of mistakes. Michael Phelps is good.
he's long too.
Yeah.
So you have teams and he's been kicked out of the basketball game.
For 13 seasons.
NBA coach?
NBA coach. He's a current.
Huh?
I'm going to.
Oh, I got the answer right here.
Who?
Eric Spoelstra.
I'm going to guess Popovich.
That's what I said first. I said Pop.
Oh, I didn't hear you say Pop. Then I'm going to guess again.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I said Pop, and you guys both laughed.
I was.
I mean, who else has been in the league that long?
I'm trying to think. I'm going through my Rolodex, but he could have moved. Doc Rivers.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Ready?
Who?
Tom Thibodeau.
Oh, surprising.
It's a little hot.
He's a hothead.
He's a hothead.
And you know what? But he talks very good to the refs. He's a hothead, and he is. Sometimes there was an article about him. Crawford was telling him, Tom, you using swear words and his kids by it. Oh, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You missed the call. He's got that rough voice. Now, so Thibodeau is just one of 3 coaches since 1995, minimum 10 years experience, who has never been tossed. There are 2 others.
That are current coaches.
One is currently coaching, the other one is not.
Never been tossed?
Never been tossed.
Trying to pop on there.
Because we said those. You were.
Yeah, they. Okay. And how long have they coached for? Or does it matter?
1995.
95.
There's 3 coaches since 1995.
Oh, I
with a
no.
minimum of 10 years of
Oh,
experience.
10 years.
Yep.
I don't know.
Since 95.
He's done some commentating.
How about
I think he's been a GM
Jack Ramsey?
and a coach. And he had a brother that coached.
Oh.
One, Duffy, correct?
Jeff never got tossed.
And
Got
another
tossed off Larry Johnson's leg. Alonzo Mourning.
and one other one. Coach for the what was it one time? Currently, I don't know.
Doug Collins. Currently. Donovan? Billy Donovan?
Billy Donovan's the other one.
Okay.
Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
And you never think Tom.
No, you wouldn't expect
He's
that.
got that
Yeah.
rough voice and just goes after people.
Yeah. I heard he's and obviously he's having some success right now, but he's pretty tough. Like he works people pretty hard.
That was always
He grinds them out.
burns them out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a quick trivia question, real quick for you.
Yeah.
Name the 4 colleges named after colors, not their nickname, their school name. 4 colleges
Just
named
has to be
after colors.
a color in the name.
No,
Like,
the actual Carthage is Carthage,
okay.
not the nickname. No.
So if I say Bowling Green,
Not one of them though.
that's not what you're talking
No,
about.
you're
But
Color.
it's a color. Yep. You'll get the first 3 price. Maybe we'll say the 4th one. One is Ivy League. Yeah. Well, maybe not.
Yale? Is that a color?
No, but their nickname is a color.
Nope.
No, he's saying the actual color.
Yes.
But that's
okay.
not a color.
Yeah.
Okay.
A color.
Maybe they're not.
Great color.
No. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're not a Ivy League team. I know they are. I'm almost positive they are. they're kind of tough.
Well, the Cornell.
No.
I mean, I'm the Ivy. Princeton, Harvard.
Should I give you
Yale.
it? The one? Is it in Brown?
Oh yeah,
Oh, Brown,
Brown.
yeah,
Yeah, Brown.
Yeah,
Brown.
yeah.
Okay.
The other one, I want hints. Well, the other one I can give you a hint, and it'll be pretty simple.
Okay.
It's an armed force,
Oh, Navy.
Navy.
Yeah.
The other ones, this is a tough one because I got this one. I was like, oh, that's pretty crazy. Sienna.
Oh.
Fourth on camera.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
Wait a moment.
Where did he go?
I'll take.
This is my favorite holiday because it's just all about the holiday itself, and you don't have to worry about getting presents. You don't have to worry about any religious connotation. Time with your family, and you just hang out and eat good food. And you get to relax a little bit, which I love about it. Watch football. It's got everything wrapped up in all these wonderful things just wrapped up in one day, and it's a good weekend. So I'm really looking forward to what it's about and what you're thankful for it. And I'm thankful for you guys. Really, to tell you the truth, you guys are good people. You're good friends. You're good family guys. You know, I just I feel a part of a family when I come here. I wish you a happy Thanksgiving and
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you, Eric.
I didn't expect that out of you.
I like Willie's ass cheek. It's probably the beer.
That's a beer talking right
I think
now.
you put a float on it, didn't you? You roofied me?
Right. So what time do you eat dinner on?
We eat at 1, like 1:30,
Oh,
somewhere
nice,
in there.
yeah.
Yeah, early. And then, because then you could eat again.
Right.
A little second,
3.
3 o'clock. Okay,
So
that's
the
good.
very game's over. Never can come over after 3.
Yeah, so you guys yourselves, like, will you eat early? Like, will you eat a breakfast, or will you just kind of
No,
really
I
stay
won't eat
really
nothing.
light?
I won't eat nothing. I might
I might snack and
snack on
nibble
stuff. Well, I'm gonna cut turkey. I might have a couple piece of turkey one cut.
Yeah, and that's all you need then.
Yeah, I don't,
Nobody's doing the turkey day run, turkey trot
I'm going to the parade.
on the parade.
we do a decent sized breakfast on Christmas, just us,
Okay,
and then we have everybody over like at 4.
okay.
So we do a decent breakfast.
Yeah, but Thanksgiving, you just kind of let that
Yeah.
stomach just be empty and
Yeah.
fill it up all day.
Mm-hmm.
Fill it up.
Yeah. Because I can't use that.
Yeah.
Game in years or ever.
That's sort of a title. They played Washington, right? Games are like 500.
Are they? Is it at Michigan or at Ohio?
No, I think it's
Oh.
shoe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too bad it doesn't have more juice to it. But pull it off.
Yeah.
And it's been over 1,000. You see that crawl in the
Yeah.
Wrigley? I can picture exactly where he was. Like, 1,000. Yeah.
3 seasons.
Oh, had
They almost got rid of him after what,
Yeah,
7 years.
yeah.
if Michigan beat Ryan Day does not win a playoff game.
Yeah.
He gone.
Because I think
And then Luke
there's
Fickell.
been Rubel. No, there's been Mike Vrabel. I don't think he is.
You know who's
It's
the,
almost like
you
doing
know who's
pros.
the damn offensive coordinator there? Chip fucking Kelly.
Do you know what
He
the
called a great
relationship
game
is?
too.
You know what the relationship is? And Ryan Day's relationship. Ryan Day. Chip Kelly.
Toast.
Cam and
Mitchell.
Ryan Day was his first.
Yeah.
It was his first.
Ryan Day is he just exudes
He was Garcia,
Air,
$4,000.
yeah, you're gonna take it. You're gonna buy it right now.
Not saying. Hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving, great Thanksgiving.
Thank you.
And be back next week. Maybe start cocktails a week next week.
Oh, yeah, it's
Ooh,
December.
yeah.
December. Only four Mondays we got.
Yes.
So yeah, so 4 Mondays, so 4 guys can do drinks. So who wants?
Well, I was thinking at first. I was thinking yes, but then I wouldn't mind after I get back from Kentucky because maybe I'll learn a couple things.
Okay.
Maybe I'll learn about a new
Okay.
cocktail.
So will he want next week?
There's a possibility I won't be. It's Molly's birthday.
Oh, okay.
And again, I don't have. I have a recipe in mind. So
I'll put it out there. Maybe Ed or maybe Ed or Tim will do it, or Ed.
If not,
Ed'll be back, so
if not, I'll be the backup.
I'll put it out. Who wants to do drink of the week? I'll put it out earlier enough, or maybe Ed will say I'll do it. Maybe Ed will do it. So we'll find out. So no, you don't have to. Just come. You can do another week.
And we only have 4 Mondays.
Yeah, that's it.
And there's 5 of us.
Yeah, so I don't need to do one. You guys can take care of it all. That's fine.
I like that Grinch one you do.
That was good. The Grinch one, Jenny made it, but it was good.
Yeah.
I think I got another one. Jenny got another one lined up.
I definitely want to do one, but let's see what I learn. Maybe
We could do a double dip the last night.
Yeah,
2 cocktails.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Better than one.
Double duker.
Like this.
Guys, podcast for Willie and Tim and Ed who aren't here. Happy Thanksgiving. Be safe. Wave.